some economic uncertainty, and with some analysts coming forward warning of a recession. Others say you might have a gold mine of wealth in your home or even around your neck right now. So you got to listen up here because this caught our attention. News Nation's Xavier Walton joins us live for more. Xavier, what's going on with this modern-day gold rush?
Well, some call it a modern-day gold rush. Others, like businesses here, will call it the golden age. You know, whether you're a major investor, international banks, or just an everyday American up at home kind of just scrounging through your jewelry box, everyone seems to be seeing how much the precious metal is worth these days. And we stop and think about it, and you just pay attention. The price of gold has skyrocketed, and this gives you an idea. This map here, this graphic rather, just shows you how much, hitting a decades-long record this week of $3,500 per ounce. Financial analysts say it's one thing that hasn't lost value amid recent stock market swings, pointing to the drop in traditional hedges like government bonds and the decrease in value of the U.S. dollar. Gold and jewelry exchanges like where we're at this morning say more buyers than ever looking to invest in pure gold in the form of bars and coins. And although it may not boast the same price tag as pure gold, merchants say a lot of sellers are looking inside their very own homes to capitalize on gold value.
When you tell them that, this necklace from their grandma that they've had sitting around is actually worth, $400, they're shocked, and lots of times they're ready to sell. Your average wedding band is probably anywhere from $150 to $200. Necklaces can be up to $400 and $500, but I'd say the average person laying around the house might have anywhere from $200 to $1,200 worth of scrap gold just in their drawer.
So another type of gold exchange traded funds, which allows investors to buy shares of a trade rather than physical gold bars or jewelry itself. The World Gold Council shows the first quarter of 2025 was the second strongest on record for global gold ETF inflows. However, Marky, some analysts are warning against investing in gold, saying it's not necessarily a long-term investment for that. You may want to think about going the bond route and going into the stock markets.
It's getting bad, man. It's getting bad. You see?
They don't take cash. Look at this. Every imaginable bill. I have one of every bill, 100, 50, 20, and 10, and 5 at once. And I can't use any of them here to buy a stupid cup of coffee. One sugar, a little bit of cream. I have cash. They don't take cash. They don't take cash. Look at this. This is outrageous.
Executive Order 6102 was a presidential executive order that required Americans to surrender much of their gold to the U.S. government. President Franklin D. Roosevelt passed the order in 1933 as a reaction to the crippling effect of the Great Depression on the U.S. economy. The order was issued within a month of FDR's inauguration, and all Americans were required to forfeit their gold to the government. However, each person in a household could retain up to 5 troy ounces of gold bullion coins. Those who surrendered their gold were compensated with $20.67 per troy ounce, the spot price of gold at the time. Many were upset by this.
I told you all that the mark of the beast would be a Neuralink type of technology. I said, I don't know. I do not believe.
And this is why we're going to need the Heavenly Father help. You see? We need your help, Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. You on your dig, you know what I mean? You see? We here now. We here now, niggas. We here now, niggas. You see? We here. This fucking demon devil, he just dragging his feet, man. He's petrified, man. He's scared, man. He's terrified. You on your dig, you know what I mean? You see? Your devil daddy, your slave master. He got everything he need to set up the great Re. Why you think that demon devil, Claude Suave, you all Yahari butt buddy? You see? See? You all Yahari butt buddy. He stepped down. Claude Suave. That motherfucker almost 100 years old. Think about that, man. You see? See? Yeah. He stepped down, but he's still in the background. He's a Rothschild. You see? They gotta move. They gotta move, man. Their time is running out, man. It's getting short. This bitch ain't never rejuvenating, revitalizing, regenerating. You see? Babylon the Great. This fucking demon devil, he's not gonna be successful with the MOTB, the mark of the beast. This is what they want to achieve. They want to establish. They want to try to accomplish. You see? You dig? You know what I mean? It's the book of First Maccabees, chapter 3. You see? First Maccabees, chapter 3 and verse 50. You see? First Maccabees, chapter 3 and verse 50. It's the book of First Maccabees 3 and verse 50. Then cried they with a loud voice toward heaven. You see? Yes. Our forefather, Judas, and his dad. You see? Matthias, right? Exactly, man. The Maccabee brothers. You see? They cried to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai because we need his help. You see? The sickness, the madness, the evilness, the wickedness that we got to endure. We got to hold on, man. Hell yeah, we vexed. You understand? You see? We don't have no softness, no tenderness. We ain't got no tenderness, no softness. You see? Hell yeah, man. That make things worse to really concentrate and maneuver to some degree. You see? But we got Yahweh Shai. That's the point I'm trying to make, man. Our forefather Judas Maccabees was crying out, and his brothers and their father. You see? Matthias, right? You know what I mean? First Maccabees chapter 3. You see? First Maccabees chapter 3 and verse 50. Then cried they with a loud voice toward heaven. You see? Saying, what shall we do with these? And whither shall we carry away? Slakia. And whither shall we carry them away? You see? For thy sanctuary is trodden down and profane, and thy priests are in heaviness and brought low. You see? See? Hell yeah, man, because the heathens, they didn't like what we had going on, man. You know? You understand? You see, they wanted to be part of it. They wanted to tear it down. You see? And that's what's going on right now. Why you think they keep tearing down our channels, our lessons? You see? You know what I mean? Because this devil afraid, man. They petrified. Did you catch that? Did you see that? Believe that. You see? For thy sanctuary is trodden down and profane. You see? And thy priests are in heaviness and brought low. Exactly, man. Didn't I say that, man? We suffering. You understand? You see? Nobody give a fuck about us, man. You see? You know what I mean? And lo, the heathen are assembled together against us to destroy us. That's the key. See? He said the heathens are assembled together. Exactly, man. They want to formulate the MOTB, the mark of the beast. See? These fucking heathen devils, these brute beasts, they totally against the Heavenly Father. Did you catch that? Did you see that? Believe that? You see, they want to do whatever it takes to succeed and establish and accomplish. You on your dig, you know what I mean? You see, the MOTB. Yes, man. Because they hate the Israelites, man. They don't want to come under us. You understand? You know what I mean? You see? And lo, the heathen are assembled together against us to destroy us. See? See, they working together with the devil. Esau, Edom, your devil daddy, Mr. Paleface. I just showed you, motherfucker. Your slave master, your oppressor. You see? Why you think they got Elon Musty E in the White House? This motherfucker not even a goddamn citizen. You see? See? You know what I mean? What things they imagine against us, thou knowest. See? Told you? See? You know what I mean? How shall we be able to stand against them? Right. You see? We ain't got no goddamn army. We got to trust in Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. See? That's how we going to stand against these devils, man. Because a famine is coming. You see? They trying to lock niggas up from teaching the word, reading the Bible. Madness, man. Sickness, man. You see? You know what I mean? How should we be able to stand against them? You see? Except thou, O power, be our help. That's the key. That's the point. Did you see that? Did you catch that? Believe that. You see? See? We got to trust in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. That he on our side. You understand? You know what I mean? You dig? You see? Like to say, call Elohim La, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Call Elohim La, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. All praise Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Call Elohim La, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Call Halor, call Halor, call Elohim, call Elohim, call Elohim La, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. All praise Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Call Elohim La, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Kwam Yasharala, Prince of Power, yeah, Jerusalem, we up. Yeah, Jerusalem, we up. Call Elohim La, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. All praise Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Call Elohim La, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Shalom, shalom, shalom. To you Akwatium, you Akium, some sisters, some few dear lovely young sisters, some few dear lovely young sisters, and you brothers of the faith, of the ministry of this thing of ours. Peace, love to you, peace, love to you. Call Elohim La, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. All praise Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Call Elohim La, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Kwam Yasharala, Prince of Power, yeah, Jerusalem, we up. Yeah, Jerusalem, we up. Call Elohim La, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. All praise Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Shalom, shalom, shalom to the 144,000, the elect, the women and men, children is going to make it to the kingdom. The bondage, apostles, and elders, and watchmen, servants, and prophets, a great millstone who I learned this truth from only through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Call Elohim La, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Call Elohim La, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. All praise Mashiach, Yahweh Shai. And Lord willing, you brothers and sisters, was edified. It's on to the next one. Shalom.
That it is Neuralink. I said, but somebody will come up with a chip that is similar to Neuralink that will be a very small looking thing that they will inject in you, okay? But it will be like a Neuralink. Altogether, 3 companies, Neuralink and then Precision Neuroscience, look it up, Synchron. All 3 companies are doing a Neuralink type technology. Guess who is part of one of the major companies? George Bezos and Bill Gates are funding the whole Synchron, I believe is who's running of that chip company, is Bill Gates and George Bezos. So, very interesting. They're trying to compete with Neuralink, and they say they're going to be able to do all this stuff. So, 2 people that I do not trust at all, especially Bill Gates, is running a chip company. And I know inside of myself, I'm going to be that bold about it, is that this will be the beginning of the beast, mark of the beast system with the brain alteration. And so we have another company, 2 more companies that have been approved by the FDA to start doing human trials and stuff, is for what I understand. And when I found out they have 2 more companies that are joining up, trying to compete with Neuralink, with Elon Musk, I went, oh my goodness. So we see the ball is rolling. It's not rolling as fast as what some of us would like, but the ball is rolling. Some of us wish Jesus Christ would come back, like I'm saying today. I want him so bad to come back for us. But at least we're seeing progression.